Hello everyone, I am BPD and welcome back to some Minecraft Undiscovered, and a proper welcome back it is. We are back in our lovely world. Everything is as it should be, in place where it belongs. It took so long to get the stuff transferred over from the other drive, but a couple days actually. It was insane. But we are back and it feels so good to be back in here. I'm so happy that there was so much less work that I had to do. I didn't have to completely restart. That would have been terrible. We got Divine Journey back as well, so I'll be doing an episode on that at some point. It's good times. I actually got everything back last night and I jumped on in between episodes, or not episodes, but like that whole break that I was not recording or anything. I was watching a lot of other, Minecraft YouTubers and getting kind of building ideas, and I got on last night and I did something, and here it is. Boom. I changed the factory up substantially, and this is what I've got now. And I have to say, I kind of like it. It's got two stories, got little factories, it's got a main room right here with a nice window in it. I have to put windows in here still, because these are still just openings, and there's a spider just like chilling. But anyway, we got the smokestacks up here. I like these. They look really good. They look a lot better, like a lot more circular from the top than they do from the sides, but I like it. I like this house. I kept kind of the same general color pattern and everything like that, but switched a few things up. But I like the result. And also, as I mentioned in some of the comments, everything happened while I was rendering a video. And actually, I don't even know if you saw it. You might not have even saw it while I was looking. But there was an episode that you guys did not get to see, unfortunately. And I did quite a bit of stuff in it. Oh, one more thing, actually, before I get into that, is there have been a couple updates, like one bigger update and then one kind of patch notesy kind of update. But we have some new quests, like stuff. We have rewards in Farmville now, so the farm quests give rewards. I don't know. I don't really remember what else has changed. I think there's like quests for portals now. A few quests have changed and stuff like that. So, but overall, I think everything's still relatively the same. So that's not too bad. We still have all our discovering magic stuff and everything like that. So, but yeah, there have been a couple changes to the quests and stuff like that. We got some rewards that we can claim. I probably won't do these on camera. Yeah, because there's quite a lot of them, and I don't know if any of them are really stab and knife. I like it. I don't know if any of them are really too awfully interesting, so I'll just probably grab those off camera. But that is one thing. So we are, and this is 2.7.1 for those of you that are that were curious. Anyway, I did it in the episode like that you guys didn't see. One thing that I did was I fixed or not fixed, but I figured out the RF tool storage thing here. So let me just go ahead and craft the recipe because this is the piece. So I made this setup, this storage tablet. The last one I made, I didn't connect the storage control screen module. Now I'm not going to make another one because you can't just take this out of here. It doesn't uncraft like it does with the just a standard storage one. But you take that crafting module, this one right here, and you right click it onto the scanner that you want it to detect, and then you craft it into this storage tablet. So you'll see we can right click here, and we've got access to all our items. You'll see it has some power in it, 49.4 k RF. Let's go and throw it in here. And actually, this thing is pretty insane as far as like wireless storage goes. You saw it only took 400 there to open it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here. We're going to take this grappling hook. We're just going to jump down to here and down to here. I don't know if it'll work this far. I wasn't quite this far, but look how far we are away from our, and look at this. We can still access it. And on top of that, it it takes just as much power. It doesn't take more power for the more distance that you travel, which is insane. Like, this is a super strong crafting terminal for like wireless crafting. So good. So freaking good. But anyway, yeah, you just take this, don't craft it into the storage tablet, just yet. You need to take this piece, right click it first, and then when you right click it onto the scanner, then you craft it, and you have yourself wireless wireless storage and wireless crafting, which is sweet. um Another thing that I did is, you see we got a change in gear here. I supercharged ourselves since we got the Enderium essence, which was you had to use this lattice, which is just diamonds, and enriched chaos essence, which I think I went over when we did the chaos gem and everything like that. So went ahead and made some of the armor. Now I used, you can see here, violet, sapphire, black diamond, and blue topaz on all of them, I think. Yeah. So the durability on them is actually pretty good. Or not the durability, but the protection. You see 7, 9. It's pretty solid. Pretty solid, I have to say. So that's one thing we did. Another thing we did was also with silence gems. And as you can see, my Chaos Blue Topaz is a little bit different here. And I wish I would have done it slightly differently, but anyway, I'll go into it. So I did the flight on camera, but off camera, and I don't even think I actually did this in the episode, but off camera, I got capacity in it, which increased the maximum capacity from 2 million to 4 million. Then I also put recharge on it. Now, the reason I think I did it wrong is because I think it would have been better to put 4, because you can put 4 recharge on here, kind of the same way there's 4 capacity. And I think it would have been better to put the 4 recharge on it instead, because it does exactly what you would think it does, right? You get to recharge it when it's not in use. So I'll kind of fly away a little bit. I think it's full. Yeah, it's full for right now, but I'll fly away so that our chaos setup doesn't activate it. Jump down here and you'll see it's slowly recharging. So that way, even when we're out, we can still get kind of a recharge. But I'm going to put recharge 4 on it. The reason I don't have it on there is because I used all of our gold to to kind of make everything else with soundless gems. I also made a little setup here. I don't know if I showed this to you guys, but it's a chaos altar, and this has some recipes in it. A lot of turning one soundless gem into a different one, which is kind of nice, I guess. But the main thing I use it for is it's kind of like a chaos power battery. So you see this little yellow bar right here. I don't have anything to recharge, so I can't show you. But this little yellow bar is like how much power is in here. And you can put stuff in here to recharge it. Of course, this is already fully charged. But yeah, you can put stuff in here and it recharges it. Now I have 4 passive pylons, and then I had this one, but I don't actually use this one that often. So I have the four passive pylons kind of giving that power just in case I need to like emergency recharge something or anything like that. So that's pretty nice. Another thing you saw in my inventory is a return home charm. Now that is basically like the teleportation, except for it was mentioned to me in the comments. This works in between dimensions. So I used it to gather, you know, some of the ender essence from the end and stuff like that, and it works perfectly. Gets us right back home. With it's actually paired with this bad boy right here, the aquamarine teleporter. You can use any gem in it. I just used aquamarine probably because I had, you know, a lot of aquamarine. And the last item I have here is an ender anchor, and I was looking like the extra utilities or whatever chunk loader that I was going to use. Apparently it takes like a villager contract and all this other stuff that I didn't want to get into, but I was told about this thing called an ender anchor, and basically it does exactly what I was hoping the other chunk loader would do. It loads one chunk in the area that it's in. So it's kind of like a spot chunk loader, which is really nice. And they're really easy to make too. It's just a stable ender pearl, which is an ender pearl, some lapis, and some dark gems, and some obsidian. So super, super simple to make. I have one down at the mob farm there. You'll see I have all of my, you know, chunks unclaimed and everything like that. I'll be using the ender anchors from now on. I just don't like the FTB utils chunk loading. I feel like it's too chunk loaders for me because, you know, back when I played, there wasn't anything as fancy as FTB utils chunk loading, so everything had to be a real chunk loader, and I felt like it was, you know, a reward for kind of mid to late game stuff like that. But anyway, I think I think that covers just about everything. There's one more thing that I had to show you, and it's this bad boy right here. So what I did in between, or not in between episodes, this was the last episode essentially, was setting up a Steve's Carts tree farm. Now apparently there's no fuel in here? What? Why isn't there fuel in there? Interesting. Well, that's not too much of a problem. Let me go ahead and break through here. Let's go ahead and grab a stack of you, and we'll go ahead and throw it into there to be smelted. Advanced smelter. Can it go in there and then in here? Yeah, there we go. Now it's going to start going. Anyway, I don't know why it ran out of charcoal. Maybe I should increase this to like 48. Because maybe it just didn't have enough of a buffer. So we'll go ahead and give that a larger buffer. Let it keep 48 charcoal in there. Anyway, tree farm. This is a tree farm for Steve's carts. And it was relatively easy. You know, you make the tree with the cart assembly. That's over back at the base, and I'll show that in a bit, I guess. But what I have over here as well, God, it's so tree over here, is this guy right here. This is called a cargo manager, and it's paired with a advanced detector rail to make the, you know, the cart stop. And what it does is it pulls the items out from the minecart and it puts it into this basic drawer right here. So you see I have 4 different items in here: double oak wood, some apples, and some saplings. And you see we've got plenty of it in there. This has been running. I mean, it ran the whole time I was building that bad boy, and then probably even some time before everything happened. So we've got a decent stockpile of wood here. Nothing compared to like what we've got in redstone. Look at this. Look at this. It's 12,000 redstone. I love this farm so much. But anyway, so we've got a tree farm, and I'm going to be using this today because we are going to be upgrading our power. Yes, we are going to be switching things up, and we're going to be getting into advanced generators. So by the end of the episode, our snowmen here will be retired. Now, I'm not going to kill them. I'm not going to get rid of them. I'm going to put them into, let's see, do I have them on me? Yes, I'm going to be putting them into golden lassos. Not now, because I might need them for power. But we're going to go ahead and capture them. I'm going to name them. So go ahead and give me suggestions for names for each of these snowmen in the comments, please. I got to figure out how to get name tags. One of these guys already has a name, and I forget what it is, but it was suggested quite a while back. So I need 2 more names for snowmen. We're going to capture them, name them, and then eventually I'm going to build a nice house for them somewhere, because you know what? They get to retire. They're not, you know, they're not being laid off. This is a retirement plan for them. They've done some good work for us here. And you know, they get benefits, health insurance, they get put up in a nice home. It's going to be wonderful. They're going to love it. They're going to love it. But anyway, so that's what we're going to do with them. One thing that I did see in between episodes as well, though, was there was a particular, because I went into the quests for powered here, and I kind of advanced, I just picked one of these to make so that we could advance, because the syngas generator is the next step for us here. So I didn't want to have to waste time making another generator. And what I did was I actually went with the redstone extractor. And actually, this thing makes 120 RF and runs on redstone. To be fair, like with that redstone farm that we have, if I expand that, like make it relatively big, put a bunch of lily pads of fertility, that could be like more power. So maybe after, I'm still going with the syngas because it's all prepped, and it actually took quite a bit of work to prep and everything like that. So I'm definitely going to do it. But I think maybe for later power, like augmented, we might be able to make a huge redstone extractor farm for power. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into what we're doing today. So the first thing that we have to do is actually, I didn't quite prep everything because that's just kind of the way things work sometimes, right? Alright, so we need a servo. I have a basic one, but I don't want a basic one. So let's go ahead and go into here. We need to get a servo. One of these guys right here. And 2 electrum, 2 iron, and a piece of glass. So we're missing the glass and we're missing the electrum. What? How are we missing electrum? How is that possible? Okay, well I guess I'll have to make some of that. Let's grab some silver. We'll get half a stack of that, and we'll get half a stack of gold. And that should get us a full stack of electrum. I think that's how it works. Let's go and throw that in there. I only need 2. So I would like to just take this first one. That would be grand. Come on. You can do it. There we go. Thank you. And we go ahead and run through here. And we need glass too, apparently. So let's grab that. And make ourselves 1 servo. Okay, so we have a servo. We have ender chests. Now I just need to grab some of this, and need our mortar and pestle just to turn it into some dye. There we go. And there we go. So we have some dye for our ender chest. We're just going to go ahead and mark these with a brown dot for some wood. We'll go right in the middle, make it symmetrical. Okay. I also made a supercharged tool, in case you guys weren't aware. This is a supercharged diamond tipped silk touch. Look at this bad boy. Mining speed 18, 3800 durability, cobalt level mining. Yeah, that's right. Would have been nice to have in the end, but we had to wait to get to the end to get it, right? Of course. All right. So let's go ahead and jump down. We need to run over here. Oh, see, it cleared that up nice and quick. I wonder what its issue was. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. All right, so we're going to put this guy right here. And we're going to put... we need an item duct. Wrong bag. There we go. And item duct. There we go. Now this is going to take these guys. So we need to... just wood. Okay, thank you. And then we'll give it that bad boy. And we should see wood. Why? Oh, it's whitelist. Jeez. Give me these. Alright, there we go. So now we got wood going into this ender chest. And this tree farm is going to be... actually, it's not necessarily going to be moved. It's probably going to be another building just down here. I'm going to clear out all the rest of these trees. Because I kind of like it to be next to the factory, since it's going to be providing the charcoal to the syngas. And you know what, actually? First of all, I'm going to sleep. And then I'm going to take our capacitor here. Oh, I have an LV. I wonder if an LV will be enough. You know what? Maybe I'll just use the LV as the buffer. Thank you. You do have all your power, right? 4 million. There we go. And grab you. Need that LV here. And we need our hammer. Let's see. So you need to be output, and the bottom needs to be what? Input? No connection. Why? I thought you could just shift and click and do that. I guess you can't. Okay, so let's do this. Input. There we go. And put that back, and see if I shift. Whoops. I just lasered myself. If I shift like this, no, it's still not working. That's weird. I could have swore that worked. I'm not crazy. Let's grab our power cube and go. That's output and power cube. Wonderful. Alright, so I just basically wanted this, I just want to use this to power things to start off, because a couple things are going to need some power. What needs power, though? I mean, there's one thing that I know for sure needs power. Let's put that back. We don't need this anymore, or that, or this. Everything else is good. We actually don't need the dirt either, but I'll keep it. So we need all this fun stuff. A full inventory, of course, just the way it always is. And we're going to take this fun stuff, and we're going to jump over here. So I'm going to put, I think I'm going to put it over here on this side for now. And I'm thinking about adding more windows to the back, or to this place. Oh, one thing that I did find out, actually, maybe I'll do it over here. I found out you could like skin, these are elevators, but you can right click on them with a block, and it'll like take the skin of that block. So they're kind of, I mean, they're not completely camouflaged, because they're not like, you know, connected textures or whatever, but it's nice. It's nice. I like it. I like it. Anyway, anyway, we're gonna go ahead and throw the operation like right here. Now, the first thing that we need to make, of course, is the syngas, you know, the syngas producer, right? So let's go ahead and do that. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it just, yeah, back here is fine. So it's going to be a, let's see, we're going to need a couple things, actually. Let's grab some blocks. because I'm gonna need to make a little tiny situation over here. I think it's these. Yeah, this is fine. We're gonna have to take these and we're gonna go like so. Okay. So then in here, we're actually going to put 3 buckets of water. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And they're going to go, I didn't need 3, I just needed 2, but that's fine. So 3 buckets of water. Okay. And actually, let me go ahead and place a block down real quick. And we also need to put this guy down. Okay. So that is a fluid transfer node. And I do need to run over here and take some of these. I'm just gonna grab the upgrades from you. Thank you much. Thank you much, Mr. Snowman friend. Don't worry, your days of work are almost over. Don't have to worry about it for too much longer. Okay, so this is going to get the upgrade for mining and some speed upgrades. Now, the we got this transfer node and the mining upgrade from Quest, so that's pretty awesome. Now we're going to make our syngas. You know what? We can just put it right next to it. We'll go a controller here. I don't fully understand how this mod works, but I have, a slight understanding of it. Very, very, very slight. So we need some heating chambers, some fluid intakes. Okay, we're gonna go heating chamber. This is gonna be a fluid intake. Then we're gonna go heating chamber, and then this is going to be a fluid output. Okay. And then we're gonna go, we have 9 mixing chambers, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now we need to go 2, 3, and 4, and we have ourselves a syngas producer. Okay. Oh, I think I also need, there's another, how do you get items into here? Advanced. Flux, Tesla, forge, gas intake, fluid output, item import. Okay, so I do need one of these, and I actually did not make one. But it should not be too difficult. Oh, look, I completed the quest. Go me. Alright, so we run back over here. And we can put this item input port. We'll just put it right here. And then we'll go ender chest, like so. Oh, no. So, actually... Oh, I knocked my headset there. Sorry about that. What I should do is put the item input port. Right. You know what? Let's move. I need it to look symmetrical to be, and I know, no, it doesn't have to, but I need it to. So if I go fluid input and fluid output. So let's go fluid intake will go back here, fluid output will go right there, then we'll put the steam turbine there. We can go ahead and put the resourceful furnace here, put a item input port right there, and do our last 2 mixing chambers. Oh man, I'm gonna end up making one more item just to make that right. Alright, so now we need these guys right here, transfer pipes. And they're just going to connect right in there to start filling this bad boy up with water. Then we need to give this guy power, which is what this is for. So this is just temporary. Let me pick you up and put you like this. Nope, still doesn't work that way. That's fine. We'll just move you back one. Yeah, that's fine. We need some power cable. Leadstone flux duct. There we go. You've got power, and now you are going to see. Here's the question. There's like a configuration, energy, item input, up. Yes. Can I just put you there? No, I cannot. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick that up. We're going to need another freaking servo. So you gotta be moved again. And we gotta grab you too. So you're gonna have to go up here for now. I'm gonna have to figure out how to make this look better in between episodes for sure. But you're gonna get extracted and you're gonna get extracted. So that's pulling charcoal into here, which is producing. Does this need power? No, its heat is rising up. Okay. So it's gonna start producing syngas. And then the syngas is actually going to go into our second structure, which is going to be the actual turbine. And it's going to be a big one. It's going to be a big one. Alright, so we're going to have, it's going to come out to here, I think. And we'll put it right there. So that's our controller, which I might want one higher, but that's fine. We're going to have a redstone control module, which I'm not going to utilize right away, but I will at some point. The flux capacitor is actually going to go somewhere else. Oh man, I have like almost nothing to put in this bad boy. So we're going to have a bunch of these guys, and then it's going to be fluid intake there. Okay, and we're going to go a tank, turbine, power. And I think that's it. I think that's all this guy needs. Now, all it needs is some syngas. So we just got to grab some fluiduct. And I guarantee you I need one more servo. I can feel it. Oh, that's right. These don't actually hook directly up. So I got to run back over here, grab a servo and a tank, which actually I should have a tank with syngas already in it somewhere. I know I do. Dark tank. Here's a dark tank, which is nice. But I'm pretty sure I have one with syngas in it. Or maybe I emptied it. I might have emptied it. I don't know. If I find it, I'll replace it. But we need one of these, and we need another servo. I'm just going to use a big one because I have the recipe up. I don't think I'll need the bigger servo for the fluiducts. But when it's there. So we'll go ahead and have this guy sitting right here, which is going to be getting syngas. Then we'll have the fluiduct pull over to here. And you will get that. There you go. So now we have it going into here. Do we have it going into here? This is a fluid intake, right? Fluid intake. It's not storing any 16 turbines, 3200 RF per tick is what we're going to be looking at. Okay, so what am I not doing wrong? Or what am I doing wrong here? It's got nothing in there. Syngas in the pipes. I'm not crazy, am I? I'm pretty sure this is accurate. And it combined into a multi-block. Maybe this piece didn't. What if I put it like here? No. There? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's happening here. Let's do this and this. Am I missing something? Let me grab this bad boy. So this will tell me needs redstone control module. I don't know what machine data ports are. I have the power emitter module. Sensor module I don't have. Turbine I have 16. Power capacitor. Oh, that's what I'm missing. I'm missing a capacitor. Okay. So what I need to do is, that was one thing that I forgot to make. Dang it. It shouldn't be too hard though. Capacitor. Nope. Capacitor. We're just going to use a basic. Oh, geez. This is nowhere near basic. Alright, I'm going to have to make this bad boy. We are back, and I figured out what it was that was going on. So you see, I had the basic power capacitor. That didn't fix it. What I found out was I was using a steam turbine controller, but what we needed was a gas turbine controller. So I went ahead and made one of those. Not too difficult, but I made one of those bad boys. So now we should be able to get this show on the road. And this actually does need a fuel tank. So let's go ahead and throw that on there. And actually, we can move this back to where it was, I believe. So let's go and put this here. We'll put the power capacitor right here. And we'll do the turbine there and fluid there. Now, one interesting thing to note is I had the gas just sitting in the fluid pipes, not moving, and they explode. I did not know this, but if you just leave the gas in there, it'll blow up. It'll blow up like, whoa. Just in case you were wondering, it definitely happens. So, there we go. Now we have some power. We got syngas pumping in, power pumping out, 3200 RF per tick. What we can do now, and I'm actually probably going to I'm probably going to change a bunch of this stuff around, to be honest. I'm going to actually need to make more furnaces too, because this isn't really keeping up. Not at all. So we're going to have to, like, can you speed these up? That would be good to know. Let me know if you can speed up the resourceful furnace from Industrial Foregoing in the comments. Other suggestions you guys might have for me in the comments as well. But I do believe we are going to have to wrap it up here. We have better power production, 3200 RF per tick, as long as there's power being consumed. And the thing I like about this is it's not like extreme reactors or big reactors or whatever where you have to maintain it and everything. It works itself. It doesn't work unless it needs to. So it won't like needlessly eat syngas or anything like that. It'll stop itself, and that's so much nicer. I don't have to do anything crazy now. I do have a redstone control module in there because I am probably going to control it with redstone. But yeah, I like that power. It is very good power, and 3200 RF per tick. And you'll even see it tells you how much. Actually, I don't know if it'll say it right now because it's not consuming any, but it'll tell you how much it consumes, and it only consumes like 1 millibucket per tick. And we produce over here, not a lot, 1.6 millibuckets per tick when we're actually working. But when I get more furnaces, that'll go up, I think, to like 9 or something like that. So we'll be producing much more than we actually need. So we will have a surplus. But I like it. This looks good. And I'm going to have to do something. I really will to make this look better. How many of the turbines can you have? You can have 50 in it. So I might just throw on like 5 more turbines just to make it a nice square, because that's going to kind of bother me. But yes, like I said, we're out of time. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm so happy to be back. Thank you guys for your patience with me and the understanding. The support you guys gave me was awesome, and I have to say thank you so much for that. You guys are great. You guys are wonderful. I'm sorry you missed out on our tree farm here. It wasn't anything too special. Once you've done one Steve's Carts tree farm, you've done all Steve's Carts tree farms, so it's not too bad. The interesting thing to note was the time to make this particular cart right here. It was 0 seconds. I actually didn't have to wait for it, because normally a Steve's cart takes like, it could take minutes or hours, but that one was done instantly, so I thought that was nice. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of the factory. And names for the snowmen as well. 2 names. I need 2 more snowmen names. So let me know in the comments, because I'm gonna throw them in the the lassos, and then I'm gonna enchant them to give them names. It'll be wonderful. But yeah, that's it from me. Thank you guys once again. You guys are so awesome. Stay awesome. Don't stop being awesome. I don't think you will, but just in case you were thinking about stopping being awesome, just don't do that. But yes, that's it. Thank you. And until I see you again, have a good one.